What is going on, guys? We are back. Today, we are covering a new LOLCOW on the channel, Idubbbz. So I saw this tweet from Keem earlier. Idubbbz and his wife have been talking shit publicly and privately about every other influencer boxing promotion for years. They've been acting like they're morally better people because they are fighting for charity. Yesterday, we found out that officially that their fighters were not fighting for charity. The fighters were paid. We also found out that Creator Clash 2 lost $250,000 due to poor pay-per-view sales, and no money went to charity at all this year. Personally, I'm so sick of influencers flexing the charity card on others when the money raised is not even from the influencer. It's from your fans. The fans never get credit, the influencer gets the credit for being a good person. So I say let's give Idubbbz and his wife the credits they desperately want. Hold these two responsible for donating $0 to charity this year when they promised to do the exact opposite. Damn, Keem, damn. So I saw that, and then this video came across my feed. So this is from Shade Tree Surgeon. I've never seen any of these videos from this person, so we'll see how this goes. I didn't see too many videos on this, but I guess he's going to talk about it. This is how this YouTuber lost $250,000 for charity, Idubbbz TV. So let's take a look at this.
What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here. I knew this.
Whoa! Oh, right off the bat. So like I said, I've never seen anything from this guy. I love the motorcycle in the background. This guy looks like a mixture of DSP and the Quarterin. It's so weird. He's got like the trucker half and the Quarterin. He's got, oh my god, that's very similar to the DSP shirt he wore at his DSP event. Oh my god. But the difference between him and DSP is he actually pulls it off nicely. Like, I like it on him. It looks good on him.
This isn't my usual day to upload, and this also is not going to be my usual style of video. But please stick around, because I really got something I got to say to y'all. I watch a lot of YouTube. A lot of the YouTube that I watch has absolutely nothing to do with motorcycles, but chances are, if you're here right now, you like motorcycles. Trust me, I do too. I like bike. But I watch a lot of other stuff as well. I've been making content on this platform and also consuming content on this platform. I like his tattoos too. Since 2006. Some of y'all who are watching here, especially all you OG guys who've been around with YouTube
he's
since
back from like the very first time.
You might remember a YouTuber called Idubbbz, 3Bs. Yeah. He came up with
Content
How To Basic, Filthy Frank, Anything for Views, Max Mofo, you know, like all the OG weirdo YouTubers. It's okay if you don't know those guys. It really doesn't have that much to do with it. But
Wings of Redemption.
Yeah, how he got his come up. I've always liked him. I've always thought his content was good. You know, I thought he got a big ration of shit that he really didn't deserve because his old lady started doing OnlyFans. The fact that he caught that much.
Oh yeah, that's gonna cause drama. When you have a significant other and they do OnlyFans, you could be the most secure person in the world, but once other guys start mentioning things and talking about your wife or this or that, it starts to get at you and it starts cracks. Like, there are some relationships that survive it. There's probably a lot of them, but to me personally, I could not be with someone who had OnlyFans.
Crap for his old lady taking her clothes off, that always caught me kind of the wrong way because, you know, we keep it real greasy down here in Florida.
I couldn't deal with
since
that.
old Junior was still taking drives on the government dime, all right? I've been doing this for a long time, so it don't bother me. You know how I do it anyway. If you're a dime, I got $1. So ladies, if you're trying to make a little cash, give old Shade Tree.
Kind of sounds like Val Venus right now.
Are open. But recently, Idubbbz tried to raise money for charity. Certainly a noble cause, one we're very familiar with around here, but in doing so, he didn't raise money for charity. He actually lost $250,000. This was off an event called Creator Clash, one that actually takes place here in my hometown of Tampa. It's one where high-profile YouTubers, much higher than the profile that I cast on YouTube, but they fight each other in a boxing event for charity. This isn't a new thing. A lot of people have done this, and almost all of them are doing it for charity. So this is not anything that's groundbreaking. And just because it's not groundbreaking, that doesn't mean I'm trying to say it's not a good thing. It's certainly a noble cause. Although out of all of them, I
will say this, especially some of the people that were in it were not exactly the most liked people, but when you do stuff for charity, it gives you a little bit more space from the people that hate you. Because you're always going to have people that hate you, but at the same time, there's like a buffer zone where they kind of give you a little bit more breathing space because you're doing something good for charity.
Say that only Idubbbz has actually claimed a loss, at least claimed one publicly. If you know what we're about, if you watch the channel, you'll know that we regularly advocate for charity and we regularly encourage
I would love to
people
do charity
go through
streams.
the sacrifice that it takes to contribute to charity, because it is always a sacrifice. Our main goal here on the Shade Tree Surgeon channel, and of course the Shay Lisi channel, and all of y'all's channels out there who help us out, has always been Forgotten Angels and their mission to end the
subscribing to
cycle
this
of
guy. I
foster
like
care
this guy.
abuse. If you guys are unaware of what
You guys
Forgotten Angels
should also
does,
subscribe to
you're
him as
probably
well.
unaware that there's a lot of kids who get thrown into foster care and made homeless on their 18th birthday and given a garbage bag full of their belongings and told to hit the street. That's
I
the
hate
kind of
that.
people
Like,
we're
that's
trying to
such a
help, okay?
shitty
Among
situation.
many others. And the many others include thousands who are currently experiencing homelessness or are experiencing financial distress that could lead to homelessness. There's a lot of people that Forgotten Angels reaches besides the teens that they build tiny homes for.
Yeah, because, like, especially when you're taken out of your home, let's say there's some domestic stuff and it's a traumatizing thing, and then you put it in a foster home, it's like your second family, you build up relationships, your brothers, your sisters, whatever. And then when you're 18, they basically kick you out, and that's even more trauma on top of that. You don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, and you're basically lost in the world, because at that point, you don't really have like work experience, you don't have like school experience, because everything's going on. Mentally, you might have some limitations just because of all the trauma that you go through, and I feel really bad for people that have gone through that trauma.
I say we, but it's not really we. It's Dave and Cindy. Dave and Cindy are the ones who do all the hard work. They're the ones who do all the actual good things. We're just the ones who talk about it, and we're just the ones who donate money. Dave and Cindy, they don't take an income from Forgotten Angels. I don't take a dime for Forgotten Angels. Nobody makes any money off Forgotten Angels. But somehow, myself at 250,000 subscribers and Shay
Jesus
Lisi
Christ,
at 50,000
250,000
subscribers, somehow,
Oh, he's bigger than
over
DSP.
the last year, we were able to net over $1 million for charity. Net, not gross, net. Also,
Yeah, which
might
means
I
he didn't
add,
get any
I
money
say
out of
net,
that.
and nobody got a paycheck. And when I say we were able to net, we, I mean us. All of us. All of y'all who watch the channel on the reg, what we have done here has changed countless thousands of lives. We brought in over $1 million that doesn't hit any bureaucratic
So I like how he's building
branches
this
on
up,
the way down,
how a
and goes
charity should
directly
operate.
into the pockets of the people who need
Yeah,
it.
because right now what he's doing is he's building up the anticipation, because he starts off with Idubbbz talking about the charity and the fighting and whatnot. Now he's talking about how a real charity operates, how a real charity doesn't take money, helps people out, and goes to the people that need it. There's a lot of places, charities, sometimes they'll accept donations or charity or whatnot, but only like 5% will actually go to the cost. And then you got like CEOs getting paid, you got money going to advertising and all this other stuff. It's really sad because you have to look at the fine print, because sometimes, like I said, those charities only do like 5% of whatever's donated to the actual charity.
The most. We did this with like a few motorcycle giveaways, and we've raised over $250,000 in the last 3 months, and we've done it on the backs of motorcycles that, you know, they were made before Bill Clinton was president. Why have
I do
we
like the balance
been
of
able to
gray
do
and
this?
white,
When I say we,
or
again,
gray and black
us.
in his beard,
Why have we
'cause it's a really
been
nice
able
balance.
to do this to raise over
like the,
$1
Mr.
million
Fantastic.
dollars, and Idubbbz lost $250,000 on a charity event that took place in my hometown. Idubbbz has 8 million subscribers. If you take in all the other YouTubers, all the other Twitch streamers that were on that boxing card, you have tens of millions, if not over 100 million subscribers. If you look at Social Blade, I don't have even over 100 million views, not even close actually, let alone over 100 million subscribers.
And he's been
Actually,
doing this
people that
since
press the subscribe button,
2006, I
except
think
we
he
were
said?
still able to raise over $1 million.
He should get more views,
Myself,
in my
Shay
opinion.
Lisi, and all of you
He
guys.
speaks very well.
All these guys with their hundreds of millions of views, with their tens of millions of subscribers, they lost They lost. Not a single dollar went to
Yeah,
charity. They lost.
That doesn't make any
over
sense.
$250,000. How the hell does this happen? Like, honestly, somebody tell me, how does this happen? How do all these YouTubers with tens of millions of subscribers, with hundreds of millions of views, with the reach, this insane reach, how do they lose?
Okay, so a lot of people I've been noticing, because I was reading comments under that Keem Twitter post, a lot of people saying it's a scam. A lot of people calling for CoffeeZilla, which I just started getting into the CoffeeZilla stuff because I watched the Logan Paul stuff. It's amazing. Like, I love CoffeeZilla. And everyone was just looking for him because CoffeeZilla goes into detail. He looks at every single thing, no stone unturned. And that's what some of the big YouTubers, I'm not saying Idubbbz did this, but a lot of scams go on. Because what will happen is they'll say they donated it, but they'll pocket it. And then they'll get good PR for going, oh, look at that. See, I'm a good charity person. I gave to the people that need it. But at the same time, that money's in their pockets.
Over $250,000, and we over here with, with what we do, we've made over $1 million in the last year net. That's net. Not to mention that Creator Clash, this boxing event that Idubbbz did, that had constant news coverage from YouTube channels, from YouTube news channels, from mainstream media, and not to mention it's like anybody with like an internet connection, a YouTube channel, and a voice box. Everybody was talking about this. And yet they still lost money on it. And yeah, they had their detractors, they had their drama, they had all this stuff. But for the most part, everybody's still crowing about what they did for charity.
Yeah, no matter who you are on the site, whether you're PewDiePie or Darkside Phil, you're always going to have detractors.
And I'm trying not to be
people
bitter.
That hate you.
I'm trying not to be angry about this, but how the hell is everybody sucking this dude's dick when we're out here in the trenches fighting for what's right? And making money for charity, and nobody's getting paid. Nobody's making any money. And where's our YouTube video? Where's our Philip DeFranco video?
Yeah, because I would be pissed if I was this guy too, because he's doing all this charity. He's being honest about it. He's showing people what he's doing. He's actually helping people. And then you got people like Idubbbz, who I'm not saying he's scamming people. I'm not saying he's taking money, but the way it looks is allegedly. It looks like he's taking the money, paying the fighters, even though they were supposed to be fighting for charity, and he has a loss when it's all supposed to be charity. So he's this face of this person that's doing charity, but he's actually losing money. So it's that whole Logan Paul possible scam thing.
It's our news article. Like, I'm not talking for me. I'm not talking for the Shade Tree Surgeon channel. I want it to be about Forgotten Angels. I'm not talking.
I love
about
that shirt of his, by the way.
Our video on Forgotten Angels. You know how this happens?
See, at least unlike DSP, he can pull the shirt off.
Because they focus on the spectacle and not the actual charity, not where the money's actually
going.
That's
what I'm talking about, the good PR.
The idea is that this boxing match between a bunch of talking heads on YouTube is going to be just like such a spectacle. It's going to be so amazing. Everyone's going to have to tune in. It's going to be so great and amazing and cool and exciting that everybody's going to make $1. Everybody involved is going to make $1, and it's going to be so good that everyone's going to make $1, and there'll still be a little bit left over for charity. And I mean, like, a little bit. This video is an open letter to all those guys with millions upon millions of subscribers.
I don't think Idubbbz ever said how much of the profits were going to charity.
No offense, and just like armoring them in this steel plate with the word charity. This is an open letter to those guys. In the words of Papa himself, it's time to stop. Can you really possibly think you're doing something good? I mean, I'm not trying to get into like a virtue signaling dick measuring competition here, but like, this is pathetic. If Idubbbz claims he lost $250,000 on this Creator Clash, but says that he made $1 million on the last one, I want to know what those net numbers are.
Because it's very odd that, like you said, he made $1 million on the other one. He lost money on this one. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, he wants that positive PR. He wants to be the ultra good guy, the face of charity. but it's not going in his way.
I guarantee they ain't even $250,000. Well, it's hard for me to guarantee that. I just say that because I'm loud and bombastic and being ridiculous. But I want to know what those are, because guess what? Here, our receipts are public. Everyone can look at what we've spent and what we've made and how much of that has gone to charity. Come on, we did that. That was us. That was y'all. That was us. That was me. That was Shay Lisi. That was everyone at the camp out. That's all of y'all who've made videos about this. Where the hell's all our praise about this? Like, where's
he should get more attention for the charity he does.
You know what? They're doing an amazing thing. We haven't gotten any of that. I'm not saying I need it, but to see it go to this other place and millions upon millions of people just freaking blow
with a
it
possible
up.
Scam.
I'll be honest.
Allegedly.
It rubs me the wrong way. I'm trying not to be angry, but I'll be honest. It's kind of difficult because what we've done has never left the channels. It's never left my channel. It's never left Shay Lisi's channel. It's never left all of y'all's channel. This has all been done with like the 20 to 30,000 people who regularly tune in. It's never gone beyond all y'all who watch. It's never gone beyond all y'all who post. I'm looking at you,
8.1K in 8 hours.
Rainy Rider, 7th Sentinel, Whiskey Chaser. I'm looking at you guys, all you guys who make videos for nothing, for $0, about Forgotten Angels and about our mission, about what we're doing. It's never been on the news. It's never been...
So he's actually right about this. Like, he should get more recognition for this. So anyone that's watching this, I will put a link to his channel in the description. I want you to go over there, and I want you to give him some praise. Say he's doing a good job for the charity, and just, I want more people to be aware of his charity. Because he's obviously doing good stuff here.
On some famous guy's podcast. It's not talked about. It's not on big channels. Like, and I'm supposed to help Idubbbz make this money back. I'm supposed to help him make his money back and help him make charities. Like, why the hell should I help this guy when we're doing this right here? I don't think Idubbbz is a bad person. I like his content. I know his heart's in the right place.
I really like this guy.
In the right place, but I think his heart's in the right place. But I also think I know how he lost his way here. You will always absolutely lose your way when you make it about the spectacle and not about what you're trying to actually accomplish, not about the charity, not about where the money is actually going.
He wants the attention.
You've got dozens of these YouTubers, like, no offense to them, I'm sure they're not bad people, but they're just like more concerned about how they look on camera than what they're doing and what that means to the people who have less than them. For Forgotten Angels, we make the bulk of our money raffling off motorcycles, most of which I buy with my own money. Don't feel too bad for me. Most of them cost less than a few $1,000s. And honestly, huge thanks to all you guys who have donated motorcycles, because a lot of people have just donated to the cause and I haven't had to pay anything for them besides gas money to go pick them up. But I'll tell you this, I have personally, as a person, I have spent more money in the last 3 months buying and fixing up motorcycles than these guys got paid. That they got paid, that they made money to
I believe they're talking about the fighters, yeah.
I've spent more money on bikes than they made. What the hell is that about?
That's another
and
thing.
Just on
those... If you're going to let's say a boxing event, and it's for charity, you shouldn't be paid. Like, as a person that's competing in the Creator Clash 2, you should not be paid to fight there. There's a reason it's for charity.
Those bikes, we've made over $250,000, the same amount of money that Idubbbz lost. I'm not asking anybody to go like, oh wow, Shade Tree Surgeon, you're so amazing. I don't want that. I'm just saying, like, let's look at an ROI here. Let's look on a return on investment. Like, this is pathetic. I'm not sure where I'm going with this. I'm like honestly not sure what I'm trying to say. It just hit me the wrong way, and I know I wanted to make a video and just say thank you to all you guys who have bought a raffle ticket, because you know what? You might win a bike, but even if you don't win a bike, you know that the money is going to a good place, and that's a win. To Idubbbz and Harley and Sam Hyde and Keemstar and Froggy and all these people who are supposedly fighting to make the world a better place, who are supposedly making money for charity, and like that's their drive. If you actually want to make a difference,
I don't know if Keemstar's doing stuff for charity.
What our incredibly
pretty
small
sure he's
audience,
making money.
and I'm not trying to talk down to you guys, but what our incredibly small audience has done
Keemstar
in the last year
is a great businessman, but I don't think he does stuff for charity.
Done out of the water.
as far as I
try not
know.
to crow about this stuff because it just sounds like a whole lot of dick sucking, virtue signaling. I try not to, but like when I see something like this, when I see something losing $250,000, honestly,
For
that's
charity,
just too much.
yeah.
I gotta say something. And the main thing I want to say is thank you to all of you guys who spend money on these raffle tickets, knowing that it goes to a good cause. And to everybody else who's making videos and you've got millions of subscribers, you've got all these people around you, like, come on, give us a call. Come down here. Come to Florida. Let David from Forgotten Angels, let David and Cindy teach you how to ride a motorcycle on camera. Show that to your audience. Talk about Forgotten Angels and make it different.
He does deserve
Send
to
the
have
money
more
to a place that
recognition,
branches on the
and
way
I think
down, where it
the
actually
charity
does some good.
should be
and you can
recognized
see
as
with
well.
your own eyes the good that it's doing. That we hold a camp out twice a year where you can come in person and you can see the good that this money's doing instead of just throwing it away into the machine that is bureaucratic charity. Come on down here and actually make a difference. I fucking dare you. I truly believe that all these people have their hearts in the right places. I do not think that any of them are bad people. I think that they want to help people, that they want to raise money for charity, but like just like how poorly they execute it is just gut-wrenching. And it breaks my heart to see all this focus placed on the spectacle instead of the focus.
Yeah, because to me, what it looks like is that they were trying to put on, like you said, this spectacle, and he's putting on this big event to look like a big guy, get the attention, and charity was last. When at the same time, charity should be front and center, especially if you're doing this for charity. Yeah, it looks like he did this for his ego, as far as I can tell.
Is placed on the people that it's supposed to help. And maybe that's why we've done so much good here. You know, and I say we, it sounds like I'm sucking my own dick here. I'm not. We, I really mean we. Maybe that's why we've done so much good. Maybe that's also why we haven't gotten a news article. We haven't gotten the YouTube video. Maybe that's why nobody is talking about it. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because we are doing good things. What I do know is that we are bad people doing good things. What I do know is that over the last year, we have netted over $1 million for charity. What I do know is that we're going to go ahead and keep on doing our thing. Happy 4th, y'all.
Yeah.
We're pulling a ticket for these two motorcycles.
Yeah,
this
he's doing
82
really good work
Chevrolet
for
FXR
charity.
and that 92 Evo FXR back there. We're pulling that ticket on Friday, this Friday, July 7th. And, you know, those two motorcycles cost me less than a couple months' rent. And in the past 2 weeks, they have raised over $100,000 for charity. And
That's really
two
good.
of y'all are going home with it. Link down below to grab tickets. I don't take any of that money. David doesn't take any of that money. Cindy doesn't take any of that money. 100%.
I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description. I'm going to subscribe to him. I like him.
I know that this
I like
video,
this
since
channel.
it's not one of my normal videos, it'll probably only do a few thousand views. I'm sitting here just like sweating bullets at 2
Well,
o'clock
right
in the
now,
morning,
bro,
like,
you're
like,
at
I know this is not gonna be a
8.1K
big
in 8
video. I just
hours. That's
knew
really
I
good.
needed to make it because I wanted to say
Oh,
that I appreciated you guys.
1,000 an hour?
Thank you for everything you do. Dave and Cindy, appreciate you guys so much. And
Yeah, thank
so
you,
does
Dave and
all
Cindy.
the people whose lives you have directly affected by your donations. And yes, even a $125 raffle ticket that can save somebody's life. Back tomorrow with normal content, whatever.
Okay. So we got in the video here. That's his Instagram's there. I'll put a link to his channel in the description. Go check out his foundation, his charity, a real charity, unlike Idubbbz, allegedly. But yeah, hope you guys like that. Click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe, and as always, hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. I love each and every one of you. Peace and love.